Smoking, vaping, using chewing tobacco, and consuming your own alcohol are prohibited, as are tampering with, disabling, or destroying laboratory smoke detectors. Boulevard Flight 1059 service to Seattle. Thank you for being mindful of others while finding your seat. You may place your items on their side to accommodate more space in the overhead bins. If you're seated in an exit row, please ensure your window shades are open. Once you are settled in, ensure your seatbelt is fastened. We should be on our way soon. Put your mask on before helping others and keep it on until you're advised why your number is no longer necessary. There is a life vest under your seat. Infant life vest will be provided if needed. If instructed by a crew member, remove your vest by pulling the red tab and tearing open the bag. Place the vest over your head. Bring the waist strap to the front and buckle. Currently reporting from Kansas City. It's midnight here in Kansas City. Today we were actually supposed to fly to St. Louis, which I've never laid over in St. Louis before, and I actually didn't even know where it was. So I'm gonna be a little Weather Channel girl. And right here I'm gonna insert where we were supposed to fly, which was, we were supposed to fly to St. Louis, but instead we flew to Kansas City, que quedan un poquito más o menos the same distance. The crew and I were reassigned pretty much after we checked in San Francisco. It's not very common that they do that on a normal day like today. They usually start doing reassignments during the holiday, or if there's any severe sort of weather, snowstorms where the crew is stranded. So it was kind of weird that they snatched us and reassigned us today, but the rest of our trip seems to be the same. So we weren't too upset, because even though it was a completely different layover than what we were supposed to have, the flights were about the same distance, and then our layover is going to be around the same time, and then tomorrow we actually continue on to our original pairing. So today was kind of an interesting day, and I was able to see our last Airbus flight out of San Francisco leave and take its final flight. It was so bittersweet, and it was so like kind of sad. The chief pilot was there. It was basically a bunch of people from my original airline were there to take the final flight of the A321.
We got the A321s. I was in crew scheduling at the time, and part of that was getting all of our amazing flight attendants certified on the 321. Unfortunately, saying goodbye, the history that we brought here, being the new kids on the block and bringing the first airline to have the A321.
And they did like a little speech. They had a photographer. They had like a little setup, but it was cute. It's just so sad that it's all literally coming to an end. That's just how it goes. I just feel like every time I got on an Airbus, I felt like I was home. Like it was what I originally started with, and it just a lot of memories. I love our Boeing, but I feel like the Airbus just always had that feeling of I'm home. Ahorita ya llegué al hotel. I'm actually pretty tired, and our layover here tonight is pretty short. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Just got to our hotel here in Spokane. We actually have minimum rest before our report tomorrow, and we were on the road, stopped for quite some time because a moose got hit by a car. So estaba muerto in the middle of the road, which is kind of, I mean, it's sad, but it's kind of funny because I went to Alaska a few years back and I was looking for a moose the whole time I was there. And it's like the first time that I see a real moose in real life. Está muerto in the middle of the road. So dark right now because it's almost 10 p.m. There's a bunch of police officers, and then there was like a tow truck with a crane that pulled him off the side of the road, put him on the back of this huge trailer. We'll see you guys tomorrow because, like I said, we have minimum rest. So yeah, me voy a dormir. Flight attendant dinner. I just used the little hotel cups to heat up my food because I didn't have microwavable containers with me. Bon appetit, the glam life. The San Francisco airport. I am in my regular clothes because I did commute in. Ya van a ser las 6 de la tarde. I actually got here around 2 p.m. and my report isn't until 6:55. So I've just kind of been lounging at the airport. I had breakfast here, or like late breakfast, and then I had lunch. Y ahorita apenas me voy a cambiar into my uniform. I hopefully got enough rest on the flights here because I'm working the red eye, and I planned on sleeping in the crew room, pero no tenía sueño. I commuted in this morning through Seattle because flights direct from Dallas to San Francisco were completely full. So I took my airline Dallas to Seattle, San Francisco, and I got here around 2 p.m. And tonight I am working San Francisco, Seattle, Houston. So kind of the reverse route. But I've actually never been to Houston, so I'm pretty excited for the layover. It's 24 hours. A ver qué hacemos. A ver if it's in a good area, so we shall see. But ahorita me voy a cambiar and I'll see you guys as soon as I've changed. I wanted to show you guys the zapatos que compré. These are the naturalizers in navy, and they're kind of a lower heel. I got these at Dillard's. These on sale for, I think I paid 40 or 45. So ojalá que estén cómodos. I thought these would be perfect for commuting, run terminal to terminal, and I should be uncomfortable. Cute looking heels. So this is what they look like. I absolutely love the toe box. It's more of a squared but rounded squared toe. Super cute, chunky heel, and they're about, I would say, like 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. I did have to size down on these. I think these are a 7.5. Y todavía me quedan un poquito grande, and usually I'm a true 8. I'm excited to wear them. A ver qué tal. I don't know this one. Okay, sí planché la falda before I left my house. I feel like it's a little wrinkled. But once it's on, no se nota tanto. My hair is extra voluminous today. I'm gonna do some eye makeup because I have nothing. But I kind of don't mind the more natural look. So I think I'm gonna get a coffee. Okay, the shoes feel a little funny. I don't know if it's because I'm not used to them being so low. Or because, like I said, they feel a little big.
What you fixing to do?
Not your...
Eat every day. You never guess who I'm sitting here talking to.
Water is full, waste is empty. Ear check. I'm adding cream to my coffee because I asked for an extra shot and it's just too strong. On the plane con mi cafecito, I'm actually working the C position this trip, which is in charge of the galley, and I usually work lead, so it's a bit of a change for me. A ver si me acuerdo cómo hacer todo el setup for the cart. I actually thought I was working lead this flight, and I was looking to see if my first class was full and if there were meals for the red eye. Y luego es cuando noté that my name was listed for C, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm not working lead, I'm working C. But it's nice because it's a change of scenery, and then in the main cabin you don't have as much tending to do. You do only a certain amount of services versus first class, you're always tending to your first class passengers. But yeah, agarré un cafecito for our red eye. We're starting off right now in San Francisco, pero I didn't want to risk it and have all the coffee places be closed when we land in Seattle. So I just got my coffee and yeah, lista para abordar. Mind you, I never started organizing it like this until I saw somebody else do it. And then I was like, my food just came in. I ordered some Indian food. I am currently on my Houston layover, you guys. I didn't even catch you guys up. So much stuff happened yesterday and this morning. I'm so tired. It is 6:50 and I'm barely getting my life situated. I woke up at, I don't even know where to start. Okay, let's do the food little haul first. So I ordered Indian food. I ordered some samosas. garlic naan. Ordered the saag paneer, which is usually a little go-to for Indian food. Even though this one on the website looked more orange, it's usually more green because of the spinach. And then I ordered, oh, doesn't have the name. It's like chicken, no me acuerdo. Something with chicken. And then the dishes came with arroz. So I'm excited for my food. But you guys, last night, our first flight went well. We flew San Francisco to Seattle. Where's my hair clip? Oh, my hair clip's holding up the phone. Okay, I moved you guys because I feel like I need my hair clip. We flew San Francisco to Seattle. That flight was fine. Then Seattle to Houston, we were about to push back when we had an issue with one of the passengers. I didn't really have any interaction with this passenger, but my crew member did. And she was just being very difficult and non-compliant before we even pushed off the gate. So he was like, yeah, we gotta kick her off. Because I think the thing that a lot of people don't realize is if you can't follow simple instructions and safety instructions, once we're in the air, that can lead to a bigger issue. Anyways, it was a non-compliance issue and she was just not having it. So basically she got kicked off. So we had to reopen the door, kick her off. Once we were in the air is when we found out that the plane that was supposed to take off in the morning from Houston would occupy our gate upon us arriving. That plane was delayed because they diverted. Quien sabe, but the plane wasn't supposed to depart until 7:50 and we were due to arrive at 6. As in we were to land in Houston at 6 and the gate was going to be occupied until 7:50. So basically that happened upon arrival is we waited for the gate. It wasn't that long, but we waited a good, I would say about an hour. And we were dying. I was dying. You guys had already known, I traveled the reverse route, so I literally was running on 24 hours of being awake, mind you, with like a little cat nap in between the flights, but that was it. So we get to our hotel, and I was so tired I like slept in the van. So we get to our hotel here in Houston, and as soon as I'm comfortably laying in bed, ready to go to sleep, I hear a knock. And it's housekeeping. And I always put the do not disturb sign on my door because of stuff like that they just knock and assume like you're gonna need some housekeeping. So I had the do not disturb sign on my door, y todavía me toca la señora. And I'm like, no thank you, no thank you. And so then she leaves, and shortly after my phone rings, and I answer, and it's her. And I know it's her because we saw her when we came into our rooms, and la saludé, because, you know, I'm a polite person, and I was like, oh, good morning. So, like, I recognized her voice. Anyways, so then she calls my room, and is like, this room is supposed to be vacant. Can I have your first and last name? And you guys, the thing that I don't understand, how is that your first reaction to call the room? Why don't you call front desk and figure that out before you go and call and disturb this person who clearly has a do not disturb sign on their door and the room is clearly occupied? Why don't you get facts straight with the lobby people? I was so mad. I was like, yes, I checked in this morning. I'm crew. I was so mad. I mean, I wasn't rude, but I was stern. And I was like, I'm crew. I just got in from a red eye and I have a do not disturb sign on my door. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Hung up. So then I'm like, okay, perfect. She's gonna call the front desk, get it situated. She knows we're crew. We have a whole different crew binder. And so I'm finally dozing off into a good, peaceful sleep when my phone rings again, probably about 30 minutes from that last conversation. And it's the front desk. And they're like, I'm sorry, we don't see you on the reservation. And I was just like, I just got in from a red eye. I didn't grab this room key by myself. Somebody gave me this room key. You need to figure that out. Somebody in the front desk literally gave me this room key within 2 hours ago. And she was like, oh my God, oh, I'm so sorry. I see the binder now. I literally was so frustrated. I'm on literally no sleep. And it's like, as soon as like finally I'm able to taste a little bit of sleep, I get woken up. I had set my alarm because I was planning on only sleeping for 4 to 6 hours. I slept through my alarms. I didn't wake up till 4. So I slept from 9, around like 9ish by the time people finished calling me. And I slept until 4. And tomorrow our van is picking us up at 6:50. So I didn't want to sleep that late. I wanted to go explore and I wanted to like disfrutar mi día. And I woke up at 4. And that's just like me waking up. I didn't really get out of bed until like 4:50, almost 5. So the day is gone. Yo bien dramática. And yeah, the day is pretty much gone, but I did get my food and I'm super excited to eat. That was a little drama yesterday. And I'm just hoping, oh, the naan smells so good. That was pretty much it. Hopefully tomorrow is drama free. See you guys tomorrow because I'm just gonna eat, do my little thing, try to get a workout in, and nothing really fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's flight. Buenos dias. Okay, here is the outfit with my little heels. Oh, what do we think about them? Let me turn off this light. I feel like I'm just not used to the shorter heel. Currently 4:22 in the morning. Our van pickup is at 4:35. I had so much trouble sleeping last night because of course I decided to take a nap right when we got in when this layover. Our overnight was super short, so I should have just tripped through it and then fully went to bed, but no. I took a nap and then I couldn't sleep at all. And I think also it was because something recently came out in the news about a flight attendant. I don't really want to go into details just out of respect for the flight attendant and their family. It was not my airline, it was another airline, but basically she passed in her layover and they're still investigating on what happened. There was piece of cloth found in her mouth, and so there's just a lot of speculation going on whether someone killed her, murdered her. So then after that, I couldn't really sleep because I was a little paranoid that somebody was gonna break into my room. But today is go home day. Ya tengo todo empacado. I am ready to go downstairs. I already looked up my little flights that I was planning on commuting on, and they are 100% full. So I think I'm gonna take my airline home and go through Dallas Love Airport, where I don't have parking, so I'm gonna have to Uber to my car all the way in Fort Worth. So I have a pretty long day ahead of me, and it's super early, and of course I didn't get enough sleep, but all I know is that I'll for sure have a seat on my airline going to Dallas Love Airport to commute home to, and I can sleep on that flight. So ahorita los veo cuando ya esté en el avión, and yeah. Pre-boarding music is on. I look toda greñuda, pero ya llegué to Dallas Love Field. I'm at the little new Uber pickup station. I'm just waiting for my Uber. I'm gonna Uber to my car in Fort Worth. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for following along. Si les gustó el video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.